You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. What you got? You used to think you owned the street. We'll pack your bags and your ass is dead meat. Victory's sweet.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lowdown Show Remix right here on No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, your WWE Canadian podcast that talks about the WWE and NXT and have no holds barred anything we say, pun intended. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at No Holds Barred WP. You can also follow myself at Real Kyle Masters, and you can follow my co-host at Corporate Cappy on Twitter as well. You can also follow us on Instagram if you're into that sort of Instagram thing. You can follow us on Instagram, No Holds Barred WP as well, all one word. If you want to listen to us on the go, we are available to listen to on Spreaker, iTunes, and Stitcher. So go give us a follow on there and a 5-star rating. Everything helps. And if you want to watch the podcast on YouTube and see my beautiful face, you can go over to YouTube and hit youtube.com/NHBWR and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon for all upload updates. I am your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters, and I am always joined right here on the Lowdown Show Remix by my co-host. He is the blissful boss, Mr. Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Meow, meow. Yeah, we add a little juice, I guess you can call it, to the intro. A little juice.
We had a little Lex Luger juice to it, you know?
And it's among other people who are strongly on that juice. Not going to name any names, Jinder Mahal. Anyways, Little Miss Trix is here, or should I say Death's favorite child has awoken.
Jesus. Wow.
Cupid
Are you
Girl
Sister Abigail or what?
Actually, she told me in one of the live streams that that's her nickname for her. I think her creator wrestler in 2K.
Oh.
Ooh. But yeah, guys, welcome to the Lowdown Show Remix. If you guys don't know what that is, we are here reviewing NXT week by week. The greatest brand in sports entertainment and in WWE currently right now on the market. Way better than that main roster nonsense that we've been getting lately. And Michael Chow has joined the chat. Michael Chow TV has officially invaded this podcast. NHB is officially under siege.
Yeah, bring it on.
Oh man, what freaking laziness, man! Let's start a build 3 weeks before the pay-per-view, but let's not go all out. Yeah, we'll start the slow build now. That makes sense.
I liked what Raw did, and then SmackDown just
it was exciting. I'm not gonna sit here and critique that. What Raw did was really exciting. We were enjoying it. I'm sitting there going, they really couldn't do anything. They have to start the build right now. And if you're going to start the build right now, fine. You can do it. Whatever. It is what it is. But fucking go all out. Don't give me this slow build nonsense with only 3 weeks to go. That's stupid. If you're going to start it now, you go all out. Every week by week, you have shit planned, ready to go. If you're going to do a slow build, you should have started it long ago. But
we're not going to talk about the main roster because it hurts our head.
We're going to talk about what's not going under siege and what's actually watchable and feuds that actually make sense and are actually good and actually have a good flow to them. Shocker. And it's in the WWE, but it's not SmackDown. It's not Raw. It's not 205 Live. It's not main event or superstars that are shown before the show, but are actually not on TV. But somehow get shown on Friday nights or Saturday nights, whatever, for whatever reason. No. It's a little thing. It's a little brand called NXT on Wednesday nights, live on a network. And boy, sorry, not live, but it's taped. Anyway, boy, does it ever do good.
Sure does.
And this week, give us another good show. Ooh, shocker. How NXT gives us good shows week by week. Wow. I definitely don't want to go down there and see what they're doing. Nah, we're going to stick with Vince's plan and the current plans for Roman Reigns to take over as team captain for the Survivor Series team if he comes back.
Oh, the miraculous return for the hero.
And what
the
I'm
hero
hearing
returns.
and what we heard today about Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka, I'm done. I'll fill you guys in if you guys don't know yet. Apparently, WWE has asked, okay, brace yourselves, has asked Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura Get ready. I'm telling you, you're going to have to fasten your seatbelt for this one. I don't know if I can get this out. To tone down their strong style. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait for people's reaction to that. Yeah, they're telling them to tone down their strong style. Give
Makes
me
sense, right?
a fucking break. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's not what the product needs right now,
Unfucking believable. No wonder we watched NXT and review this shit. Unbelievable. I feel bad for anybody. Yeah, that's right, Cuba Girl. I'm not kidding.
Or the other news that I'll say because you don't want to say it. So
Yeah,
apparently to hype up the Jinder and Brock feud, because apparently they're not, people still they're still having trouble taking Jinder credible as a top guy. Well, I wonder why. So they're trying to add some intrigue to the match by adding a special guest referee. First, it was noted that John Cena might do it. I'm like, okay, sick.
Stupid.
And then to make it even worse, then they've contacted The Rock and Stone Cold.
Like, what the fuck do they have to do with any of this? You're going to call back The Rock and Stone Cold to try to get Jinder over? Give me a... Oh, my God. You're not going to go ahead with a Rock and Brock feud. That's not going to happen. It's long gone. The plans for that are gone. We're never going to see that again.
Steve's never going to wrestle again. He's already said that. So
what the fuck? What is wrong with these? Why do they have to keep reaching into the cookie jar to get someone over? Or to give them a run of some sort? Stop it! Vince, leave the fucking cookie jar on that second shelf. I'm locking the cabinet and you're staying away from it.
Because he doesn't think any of the new guys can get over anymore.
Yeah. Michael Chow, toned on the strong style. Jinder gives Balor a concussion. Yeah, okay, Vince. How about you tone down the steroids? You're pumping in the fucking Jinder Mahal week by week. How about that? Unfucking believable.
That's your little snippets for today for the main
little tease for WWE headlines. Since they're probably not going to be in my headlines because then it'll be a rant show. But is there a little featurette of WWE headlines in the lowdown show? Holy shit, man!
In other news, you can't wait for the new Then Now Forever set for any of you who collect WWE cards. Comes out this next week.
There's a reason why he's saying this, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want
exciting set.
No, don't listen to him. He's lying.
It's got the set.
Don't get excited.
Pull a Big Show shirt relic in it, so I'm pretty excited for Kyle. I mean, I know he's super excited to get a box of that.
Yeah, I won't be getting a box of that.
And Ellsworth has a base card in the set, so like, how much better can it get? And so does Jinder. He has a shirt relic in there too.
So we won't be getting these sets, and there won't be any unboxing of these. Maybe Corporate Cappy will, but I for sure won't be doing any of that. I'm gonna stay true to my word on that right there. But let's move on here. Let's talk about exciting, something that get us happy and get us excited for TakeOver. So wow, NXT's already building towards NXT TakeOver Houston. They've been for the last 2 weeks now. And I'm already more excited about that than Survivor Series and the upcoming Royal Rumble put together. Shocked. Anyways, NXT this week was good. It's great, like always. There was a couple of things where I'm like, like the opening. The first thing we get on NXT, get a random tag match between Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, who are great. Don't get me wrong. But then we get Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli.
Yeah.
At first I'm like, eh. But then I'm like, we actually do need a tag team division at NXT. So maybe it's a good idea.
I don't know why you don't like Tito Sabatelli's theme, man. I think it's a pretty hype theme for a goon like him.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Riddick Moss.
It is. I'll admit it.
Not a fan of Riddick Moss. I think Tito's got some potential.
Riddick Moss is soul. He's been in NXT for like ever. That guy's like the first guy that was
it's like
in
him,
NXT.
Sawyer Fulton, and Angelo Dawkins are like the three fucking pioneers of the fucking roster.
Oh man.
I do think Tito Sabatelli's got a great look, obviously, and I think he can. I think if he gets like some mic time, and we can actually know what kind of mic skills he has. Maybe he's got some potential down the road.
They are decent heels. Just right now, I can't. It's gonna take some time for me to get over them.
Tito looks like a skinnier version of EC3.
He does. He does. Oh my god, that's shocking.
Former NFL player, another one.
Yeah.
But the match itself, meh. I mean, Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan are like good technical wrestlers. They remind me of like Cesaro's long lost brothers, but I don't know.
Cesaro's long lost brothers,
I guess. But I don't know. They don't intrigue me right now. I like Tito Sabatelli more than I like those two right now.
I don't know. To me, I can't really get behind these guys right now. Only looking Danny Burch, sure, but they're just they need a tag team division in NXT right now because besides, I guess Undisputed Era you can count in the division, but who's Sanity like really gonna like? They have a tag team title match against AOP, but besides that, like
where's Heavy Machinery been or
where have they
Street
been?
Profits?
Right, so you got to have a big division. It's good that they're including these guys and giving them some TV time. So we'll see. Maybe Tito Sabatelli and Rick Moss eventually win the titles. Maybe.
I don't know about that, but definitely they definitely need to start giving some more tag team matches for sure. So I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. We moved on from that.
Well,
yeah.
who won the match by the way? Tito Sabatelli and Riddick
Yeah,
Moss won the match.
they won. But to me, it was like, I think it was just more to try to get more heat on Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. Like that was like the main goal of this match, and that's why Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch were put in this match to put these guys over as heels. So I think it was a good job, and you know, not taking anything away from Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe I don't know if they're going to continue this fight or maybe they'll go one-on-one. Maybe Tino faces Oni Lorcan one-on-one. Who knows? I don't know if this is a feud or not. We'll have to see what happens till next week.
Yep.
We moved on. We had the NXT Women's Championship qualifying battle royal, which was basically the Mae Young Classic competitors featuring Billie Kay, Nikki Cross, and what's her name? Aaliyah. Our girl Aaliyah from Toronto. It was good. I really, really enjoyed this battle royal. This battle royal was...
It's better than most of the clusterfuck battle royals we get on like SmackDown or Raw.
Right?
All the jobbers.
Shocking how the women on NXT can have a better battle royal than anybody, any man or woman on the main roster.
Like that IC battle royal where your boy Big Show is the first entrant.
Yeah, sure. Why do you got to bring up the Big Show?
Because I'm
why?
thinking of
Big Show.
battle royals, and I'm thinking of him.
Oh my god! Out of any battle royal, you think of him.
Anyways, the battle royal itself.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, where's TM61? I think they're just recovering from injury. I think they're still in the performance center getting the tweaks out. Cupid Girls. So we'll stay tuned for that. Hopefully they come back soon. They're a sick team. Yeah, the battle royal was tight. Really, really, really good. Again, it was like all the Mae Young. It was all the Mae Young Classic competitors versus, or not versus, but like featuring Billie Kay, Nikki Cross, and Aaliyah, and it was really good. There were a lot of good eliminations. Candice LeRae, I thought, was going to be in the final four, and she just got beast mode eliminated by Bianca Belair, who's an absolute beast. Like literally picked her up over her shoulders and then whipped her to the outside.
What Bianca Belair does with her hair, oh my god, that sounds like it hurts more than like a Big Show chop.
When she whipped Billie Kay in the chest and in the back, like you could fucking hear that from like 8 arenas over. Like that was loud. Like that must hurt, man. That freaking
she probably had a freaking
that braid,
huge bruise on her back after that. That thing's heavy.
But yeah, the final four was Bianca Belair, Nikki Cross, Billie Kay, and
Mercedes
Martinez, who I was shocked because I didn't think she was going to last that long in the match, but they give her a lot of time here, which I'm guessing that they're going to do a lot with her. I think she's one of the ones that are signed to NXT currently.
And I thought it was funny that as the match started, though, Nikki Cross like came in through a different way as that. And then she just ran in the ring and started attacking your girl Tainora Conti.
Yeah, who got eliminated first. Whatever. Yeah. But the best part of that was like I tweeted about it on my Kyle Masters Twitter account. her face when Billie Kay was making her entrance in the ring was priceless. The camera was like the perfect spot right on Billie Kay's face, and like in the background, Tainara Conti was just like, okay. It was priceless. It was great. Even Tainara retweeted that someone that posted a GIF of it. It was funny. But whatever, maybe Tainara's got something in the plans.
Well, she did after Nikki eliminated her. She pulled her out of the ring and threw her against.
Oh yeah, maybe Nikki and Tainara are gonna have a feud. Man, that's sick. I'd love to see that. But Nikki's going into that Fatal 4-Way, so maybe Tainara screws her at Takeover. Who knows? Glorious Greg's here. What's going on, Glorious Greg? He's joined the chat. I'm just waiting for the day that Roman introduces the Samoan Cousins, the authors of Boar, a.k.a. his version of the J&J Security featuring Paul Ellering. The great Paul Ellering. Ooh.
Can you give me crickets for Paul Ellering again, please?
Oh, you talking about Paul Ellering? With these crickets?
Terrible. Anyway, so the final four of the Battle Royal. Fuck, we're getting off track again.
Yeah. It was a good ending, man. Like the one part where Billie Kay was getting eliminated, she's hanging on to Bianca Belair's hair, her braid, like climbing up it like a rope.
That was fantastic.
Oh, that was great. And that's when she whipped Billie Kay actually into the ring, and that's where she got the whips on Billie Kay. And then
Nikki and Billie like fell to the outside or something.
Yeah. And then so Billie Kay, I'm pretty sure it sucks. I'm trying to remember. I've had a long day today. I'm trying to remember the Battle Royal. Actually, I got the thing open on my screen. I'm just going to quickly look at the ending here and how it happened. Okay, so it doesn't even show it. Great. Way to go, WWE YouTube page.
No, but I remember how it ended, though. I mean, Mercedes Martinez and Bianca Belair were on the outside of the apron, like they were over the top rope on the outside.
Oh,
of the apron.
yeah.
And then they got pushed off by Nikki Cross, and then Billie Kay comes behind Nikki, throws her over, but Nikki hangs on. And then, like, as Billie Kay is about to do like a big boot to knock her off, she gets caught on the top rope, and then, like, Nikki grabs her leg and like pulls it, and it hurts her a bit, and then Nikki crawls back in the ring and then tosses her out.
That was nuts. And then Nikki Cross winning, and then I mean, she was one of my favorites for the match to win the match. Like, I thought, it's either going to be her, and, Nikki Cross was definitely one of them. So now she gets added to the Fatal 4-Way. Now we get the Fatal 4-Way of Peyton Royce, Nikki Cross, Ember Moon, and Kairi Sane for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT, or the vacant NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver Houston. So pumped for that. It's in Ember Moon's. I don't know if she's from Houston. I don't know if she's from Houston. I know it's in her home state, so basically her hometown.
I'm
from
shocked
somewhere
that
in Texas.
Shayna Baszler's not in this match.
What's going on with that? Because wasn't the original plans supposed to be for the 4 Horsewomen to face the 4 Horsewomen at Survivor Series?
That never happened.
I don't think that's going to happen.
For Mania, great.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, Shayna Baszler is supposed to be like this. Was supposed to be huge in NXT, and now we haven't seen her for a while. So I don't know. What's going on with that. But yeah, that spot where Bianca picked up Zeta and used her to hit Rhea Ripley out of the ring. That was sick. But yeah, Nikki Cross. That's gonna be a tough Fatal 4-Way to judge, man. But it looks like it's gonna be great. I can't wait for that. Maybe all signs are pointing towards Kairi Sane. Maybe not. It's really hard to tell right now. It's gonna be interesting to see how they build it towards it, because now we still have 2 or 3 weeks until NXT TakeOver Houston. So interesting.
Michael Chow said that Shayna wasn't signed before this was filmed.
Okay. So maybe she's going to interfere at NXT Houston.
Or she just gets the first title shot.
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe they're doing a slow build with Shayna Baszler. Maybe they're gonna have her win the Royal Rumble NXT.
Maybe.
Build her up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think I can see them giving her the title as a boost if they do this 4 Horsewomen versus 4 Horsewomen match.
Yeah, I feel like Shayna
Baszler
Baszler's gonna have a long title reign when she does get it.
Yeah, she's gonna be a beast and hang on to that for a while. Not as much as Asuka, but like, you know what I mean, like a dominant, long reigning champion.
Yep. And as for this Fatal 4-Way, this is gonna be a good match. Like I can't tell you who's gonna win.
Yeah, I can't tell either. We'll get to that when we get to the predictions for that.
Yep.
Other than that, we had we had Aleister Black supposed to be in act. They're doing this thing when it's like every week it's like he's in action. That was one thing I wanted to critique about. Was
supposed
like
to be like a main attraction.
Why don't they just? But I mean, I know they want to do that, but why don't they just announce him against, like, coming up next, Aleister Black faces so and so, or he goes against Leo Rush again, or he faces this guy coming from the Performance Center. It's always in action, in action. I know it's something to do with the build for Velveteen Dream, which we got that when Aleister Black was making his entrance this week, and Velveteen Dream the angle, the camera work was perfect here. That the way Aleister Black was looking one way and Velveteen Dream like creeps up behind him the other way and then jumps him from behind and then just brutally attacks Aleister Black, puts him into the rope and like does the little the cross hang thing, like where the arms get tied up into the ropes, and he's trying to make him say his name and he's about to big boot him, and then Black stops him and then gets out of it, and then he's about to give him a black mass, but Velveteen Dream ducks, and then he's on the entranceway and he's like this close, and he does the thing with his hands like this close. And then this is a good build. Very, very good build between Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream. Derby, you want to see a good build, and you want to try to take notes from it and incorporate into something on the main roster that's watchable, copy this build.
That was crazy that he stuck him in between the ropes and started slapping him.
Yeah, and then Black almost kicked him in the face, man. It was like inches from hitting dark mass on, or black mass on him. I can't wait for this match. These guys are gonna. By the time this build is done at NXT Takeover, this is gonna be one of the matches of the night, just because of the build and the frustration on Aleister Black, and then just Velveteen Dream just pumping his tires and pumping his brake, just like literally poking the bear every single goddamn week. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I can't wait for this match. So
for a secondary feud, it's great. Not even for a title,
right? It's a shame because we say that NXT needs a secondary title, and I agree too. We both agree that it should have one, but for this to not be for a secondary title is crazy, and how good it is. So,
yep. Velveteen Dream. I mean, I don't like the guy, but he's definitely having a good feud with Aleister Black, and I think it's a really good feud, and they're making me get invested in it, which is all that they can try to do.
Yeah,
to get people invested into it. Right. If they're not, like, why the fuck do you care about this match? But the build's been good.
Yeah. So we have the main event of the night, which was Roderick Strong versus Andrade Cien Almas. So your boy Roddy getting a match here.
And fucking Almas again, main eventing NXT. Good for him.
Crazy. Yeah, it's good. And NXT is doing good with Almas. They've built him up good. Like, he's been here for the last 2 years. I remember when he debuted, not a lot of people gave him credit. He's basically used as the guy that when people debut at NXT, they would face Almas. But he's making a name for himself, and now he's got a good manager who's hyping him really good, and he's having incredible matches. Yeah, his heel turn. He's having incredible matches with a lot of people on the NXT roster, and a lot of people who were on the NXT roster and now on the main roster. And now he's getting his shot. It's great. I'm all for it, man. I like the story behind Almas. And in this one, he's facing your boy Roddy, who's now is kind of in a conflict with the Undisputed Era, which we'll get into after the match. But this is a great match. Really, really good main event. A lot of good spots. The action was just it was you couldn't get your eyes off the screen in this match.
I wouldn't say it was better than his and Gargano's match last week, but it was still really good.
It was good. Like, for a Roderick Strong match too, and almost to go at it like that, it was great. There was even that spot where Vega jumps off the side of the ring, and then Hurricane Rana is Roddy right into the steps. I'm like, holy shit!
That was insane. A manager do that.
A spot like that. Yeah, Michael Chelsea. This should have been a number one contenders match. I agree. I don't know why this wasn't named the number one contendership match. That would have made more sense. But then we got what we got after with that promo. But yeah, after that, Vega told Almas to come get him outside the ring, and they rolled him back in, and he gave his finisher, which looks like a sick finisher. I love Almas's finisher. It looks sick. That, like, he does that thing with the arms, and then it goes into a DDT. It looks really sick. And it almost picks up the victory here. I'm like, wow.
Yep, because
Holy sh-
he challenged Drew McIntyre last week and still had no answer.
Yeah, but the weird thing about this was because it was in the interview last week, right? And in the interview, McIntyre said, like, have your boy come ask me face to face and we'll talk. And in the promo this week after, Vega was just basically going on saying like, how like McIntyre wasn't giving him a shot. Blah, blah. I'm like, didn't you say you had to have him go and ask McIntyre for the shot?
Do you not listen?
I don't understand. I was like, what is this? How does this make sense? Anyways, it did lead to him getting a shot because now it was announced today, or the video was put on 21 hours ago, that William Regal says that at NXT TakeOver Houston, Andre Cien Almas will face Drew McIntyre for the NXT Championship. And this is before we're supposed to get the face-to-face next week, because now Almas at the end of this promo called out McIntyre to come face-to-face with him next week. So maybe it's going to turn into a contract signing, maybe?
Well, I already heard that it's going to be a match between McIntyre and Almas, but I don't know what are they literally just going to go in the ring and Regal's going to be in there with him and they're going to do something with the...
Because the video is on WWE's YouTube page right now, where it says Andre Cien Almas will face NXT Drew McIntyre at TakeOver. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how they announced that after that. At the end of this show this week, they're like, oh, they're going to go face-to-face, and then we'll get our answer. But then we already get the answer before it even happens.
Sorry, I'm just responding to Supergirl in the chat right now.
Me. So, yeah, I'm pumped for Almas to get a title shot.
I think he deserves it.
I'm all for that.
The guy's been in there for forever. He's going to put on a good match with McIntyre. I don't expect him to win the title, but, I don't know. He definitely deserves it. Look at the matches he's been putting on with NXT. He's been main eventing the show lately and putting on great matches.
Right,
Got a great manager, great character right now. The crowd's finally getting behind him. Like, somebody deserving of a title shot getting a title shot. Wow.
Wow, WB. Again, get your little notepad out. Flip it up and get you that little pen that you've been writing in Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal storylines with. Get to that notepad and then start copying these down. Line by line, copy them down. And then take that, put it in your main roster formula, put it in your creative room. There you go. You'll get my fucking attention back. Until then, don't give a flying fuck.
But I think
back to NXT.
Selena Vega has done so much for Almas, man. Like, she's like boy Tyler Jones we were talking the other day. We don't usually agree with him on a lot of things, but he said that WWE needs more managers, and I agree. But I think they need more managers like this that actually make a difference. You know what I mean?
To be honest, without Selena Vega, Cien Almas is not who he is right now.
Exactly.
Maybe the same type of wrestler, but Vega has definitely upped his stock right now in NXT, and it's helped a lot. So
that's why I think managers can really enhance a talent if they're used properly.
Besides Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering literally does nothing for AOP.
Well, because he's like 60 years old. What's he going to do?
He can have good mic skills. I mean, Paul Heyman's pretty old, and he has like incredible mic skills. If Paul Ellering had good mic skills, that'd be all right, but his promos are boring, and his tweets are just like, shut up.
Vega's legitimately making a difference in these matches for him. Like, she's helping in a big way to get him to win these matches, which I like from managers, especially heel managers. We need more of that.
Yeah, we do.
Like I said, it was just a great match, and then after the match, we had your boy Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, so Roddy Strong is in the ring here, and then Undisputed music hit, the Shock the System intro. I love that freaking theme. And they all come out, and I'm like, uh-oh, and they're going to jump Roddy. This is it. This is the beatdown. But no, they're like talking to him in the ring. They're like, this is the time. You have to decide. And then Adam Cole's wearing an armband. And it's almost like the not almost like it. It's almost like the Finn Balor armband, if anyone remembers. And it's got the Undisputed logo on it. And he takes it off, and he hands it to Roddy. And basically like, here you go. Think about it. Your career right now is not really doing good. You keep losing big matches, but if you're part of the system, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, maybe you're going to go places if you're part of it. They want Roddy Strong so bad. And the
former
fact that
ROH
it's
ROH guys.
the fact that that's what that is, and a lot of people know, it's like, oh my god, it's like WWE's doing it like ironically, and it's great. It's great. I love this storyline with the whole Rodder Strong and Undisputed Era. This is great. I can't wait for the finalization of this, and I think I'm leaning more towards your theory of I think he's going to have his own team to face Undisputed Era, and that's just going to be an epic fight. So, again, they could do so many things with who Roddy Strong's opponents would be in this situation. So, who knows? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe your boy does turn like they do a Daniel Bryan and Wyatt thing. Like he turns, but then he turns on them from within, and he kind of shocks the system, quote unquote.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't like that though, because then there's like no one to go up against them.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want Roddy to sell out. I don't think he should do that.
But what they're doing is great, and him looking at the wristband, like contemplating it, like really, really good sell on that, and then not just really like.
I want it to be Daniel Bryan and the Wyatts all over again, like how Daniel Bryan like ends up joining him, but then doesn't really, and then ends up turning on him. Like
that's what I just said. Remember, he joined the Wyatts for like 2 weeks, and the second week he's in a cage with Bray Wyatt, and he turned on him.
Yep,
that's what I just said. What if he took the wristband, joined him, and then separated from within? And that's what I meant by shocking the system.
Yeah, okay, I could get behind that.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
As long as he doesn't actually join the group, make it a 4-person group, I don't want that.
It's crazy, but I love the storyline with this, and I'm really intrigued to see how it goes forward.
Yeah. They're kind of making you think they're not giving you like they're not really giving it away like what's going to happen. Like,
you know what they could do? Maybe they have him join before NXT TakeOver Houston, and then he screws them out of their match at TakeOver Houston, that War Games match, and he helps another team win or something. He helps Sanity, or it wouldn't make sense for him to help Sanity or AOP win, or maybe Sanity, because I don't know. Sanity, I can't tell what they are. They're like a tweener to me right now.
Yeah, they're literally like in between.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. And it turns out maybe he just walks out or something. That'd be crazy. I don't know, something like that. But I can't wait to see. I can't wait the storyline to further itself. I can't wait till next week. Like they already announced next week that Sanity is going to face AOP for the tag team championships next week. So that's interesting. I doubt AOP wins him back already. So. That's interesting, but I'm already looking forward to next week. It's shocking. Week after week, I'm looking forward to the next week's show. But SmackDown and Raw, I couldn't give a fuck. Now that they didn't retaliate back, I don't care. Don't give me this shit like, oh, they're making you think. Whoa, when is actually SmackDown going to retaliate? Oh, when is Raw going to retaliate? Oh, you got to keep watching, tuning in.
No, they make Raw look like such bitches.
They're sucking you in, guys.
Like, oh my god.
They're force-feeding that fucking Kool-Aid down your throats. Don't drink it. Take the yellow pill, the NXT pill, and come with us.
The Adam Cole, baby.
Come with us. The Adam Cole, baby pill.
But good ending to NXT. I liked it. I thought it was a good episode.
Good episode this week. 45 minutes long. Or no, not 40. It was like 56 minutes long this week. Oh. It was great, though. It's great. I enjoyed it.
I don't know. Builds to TakeOver.
Yeah. I love it, man. I can't wait for TakeOver Houston, man. Like, look at the card for TakeOver Houston so far. You got the War Games match. You got Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream. You got the Fatal 4-Way to determine the new NXT Women's Champion. You got Drew McIntyre versus Cien Almas. Like, already 4 huge matches, and then we haven't even filled the card yet. So, it's going to be great. I can't wait.
I expect the tag team match isn't going to end in a... I think Undisputed Era is going to get involved in that, clearly.
I'm just wondering, like, are they going to have if they're doing a War Games match, isn't it's a double ring. So is the double ring going to be there, like, the entire time, or they're just going to, like, you know what I mean? They have it blocked off for the entire pay-per-view until that main event, and then they use both? It's going to be interesting.
I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with it. If it's going to be the same, or it's going to be, like, modified.
Yeah. They have it in the ceiling, and it gets lowered down. I don't know. Like a cage, like the cage has its entrance, so the ring has its own entrance. Yeah, grabs on NXT. So let's get into that part of the show, and that is the list of 10.
10.
You know what? You know what happens? You know what's gonna happen? You just made the list!
That's right. Welcome to the list of 10, that part of the show where myself and Corporate Cappy give our superstar of the week a perfect 10 rating, or they make the list. And as always, we will start off with my co-host, Corporate Cappy.
Wow. Should I give it to the main roster this week?
Wait, a 10?
Yeah. For Jinder's promo response to Brock.
Oh my god, I think I just vomited a little bit. Ugh. Okay, I think I'm good. I think we're good here. We're good to continue.
No, we're going to stay with NXT, at least for the 10 moments. The list moments we might need to go to the main roster for. But 10 moments,
basis.
I mean, I don't know if it was going to be yours or not, but I'm going to give it to Selena Vega and her really, elevating Cien Almas in that match against Roddy Strong. And then the whole promo after, I thought it was great. And I really think she's really the MVP for him right now. Like, without him, like you said earlier, I don't think he would be as popular or as over as he's getting right now with all the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just like his theme song, she's really making a difference, His fucking theme song is stuck in my head. Cien Almas' theme is stuck in my head every day. I don't know why. But anyways, to Selena Vega being a great manager that we need more of in not only NXT and the main roster, she gets a perfect
10.
That's right. She got the perfect 10. All right. My perfect 10 moment.
Are you going to give it to Emma's theme song because you haven't stopped talking about it?
I'm sorry, guys. I've been listening to Emma's theme song like nonstop. I don't know why I love it so much, but it's stuck in my head. I guarantee you, if you start listening to it, you'll catch on. If you listen to it a couple of times, oh my god, I don't know why it's just good.
I really don't want to put it on my current playlist, to be honest.
Thank you. Please do it. Thank you. Anyways, perfect 10 moment of the week is going to go to Aleister Black in Velveteen's Dream because I'm very, very invested into this feud. I can't wait to see the end result because I get this funny feeling that maybe this might turn into like a weird sort of I Quit match, but the only way that Aleister Black quits, he's got to say Velveteen Dream's name. You know what I mean? That'd be insane.
Yep.
But I can't wait for this is the best field, the best build because it's a build. It's weird because WWE does like to do builds. Like the main roster likes to do builds where they have matches before their actual big match. This is one of those builds they're doing right because they're actually never going to have a match with each other until TakeOver. And they're just going to do shit like this week after week, which gets you hyped for it and excited for it week after week. And they've done such a good job because it's different every week. Shocking that if you change something every week that would be into a feud, more people get invested in it. Don't come out with the same crap every week like you did to fucking Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke Nakamura. How do you get me hyped for that? When you have Jinder come out and do the same goddamn thing 3 weeks in a row, but no, the third week you have Shinsuke actually move in the picture and come out. Like, give me a break. That's not how you build a feud. Unbelievable. Anyways, Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream. I've been so invested in this feud, and I actually can't wait for them to have their match at NXT TakeOver Houston. Aleister Black is insane in the ring. Velveteen Dream's got a lot of skill in the ring, too, so I think these guys are going to put on a really good match at NXT TakeOver Houston. And for that, I'm giving this feud a perfect
10.
That's right.
List moments.
So your list moment.
Oh God, where do I start?
Just gonna small tease. Mine is actually in NXT.
Okay. Wow, the list moment for NXT. Wow.
And you might laugh, so you might want to prepare yourself for when I get to it.
I'm trying to relive Raw in my head because I tried to delete it as fast as possible after I watched it.
Delete.
Sure. Can you remind me of some of the shitty things that happened on Raw this week? Because I literally deleted it from my mind.
Yeah, funny you say that. I have the WWE YouTube page actually open right here, so I can tell you a couple of things that happened on Raw this week. Okay. Kane had a promo There's one.
Okay, I got it. You said Kane. All right. Kane beating Finn Balor clean.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
What
about that.
What the fuck was that?
It's good things I actually deleted that from my brain. Now you just put it back into my head. Now I gotta fucking delete it again.
Well, I deleted it too, and you brought it up to me again. So now, okay.
I got a boo thing here. Boo this thing. Boo. How dare you, WWE? How fucking dare you make Kane be Finn Balor?
50-year-old Kane. So after Balor defeats AJ Styles the night before to finally gain some momentum, he loses clean to Kane. So what you're telling me is that Kane is better, or Kane has more value right now than AJ Styles does in the WWE.
Give me a fucking break.
There's a problem right there. There's your problem. The
problem with it is Kane should have never come back.
The fact that Finn Balor is even in a match with Kane. And why is Kane even on my television right now? He just needs to go away. The one-time thing, okay, it's over with. Why is he still around? Why is he all of a sudden on the Raw roster when he was on SmackDown for...
And why is he burying talent? Why is he burying talent? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're ruining everybody, WWE.
So now
you wonder why we're watching NXT.
You're telling me that to get Braun Strowman over again, because he only beat Big Show about 8 times, we need to bring Kane back. So he's got to beat Kane now, too. So he's got to be facing Kane to look credible, not just Big Show, to be the dominant big guy. Kane is 50 years old.
Was that punishment for them doing the too sweet thing? Is that what? It's the only thing I could think of.
I don't know. But Kane is running for the mayor of Knox County, man. Just let the guy be. Why does he need to be in a feud with Braun Strowman? What? Let alone beating Finn Balor as a pawn in this whole thing, which is a shame because we all know how good Balor can be. So for that, Kane defeating Finn Balor clean this week on Raw.
You know what? You just made the list.
You make my list, you make Cappy's, you miss everyone's fucking list that actually has a brain and actually knows what makes a good fucking show. You make everyone's list. That was horrible.
I had deleted that from my mind, and then now I just remembered it, and I feel sick now.
There. Me too. We're about to go for food after this, and I don't think we're gonna be able to eat it. Might have to take it to go.
Big
anyways,
coming up through. Bleh.
So.
Terrible.
Let's move away from the main roster because my list moment is actually NXT, and it's a humor moment, but it's a list moment. Okay, okay, brace yourselves. Okay, relax here before I get this. Okay, my list moment of the week for NXT is the absence of No Way Jose. No way, Jose. No way, Jose, you're missing this guy from NXT. Where the fuck is this guy? I miss No Way, Jose. He had an entertaining theme song. He's getting over. He can produce good matches. Where the fuck is he? Is he injured? I haven't heard anything. Where's No Way, Jose? I want more No Way, Jose in my life.
I saw him at the live events that they've been having, but...
Why is he not on TV? What the hell? I'm saying No Way Jose to this. Okay? And for No Way Jose not being on my TV.
You know what? You just made the list.
Yes. You just make the list. I can't think of anything else. That's why. Oh, That Ass Podcast has joined the chat. Late in the podcast, but they're here. I think it's... I don't know if it's Tiff or James. I don't know which one it is, but hello, That Ass Podcast. And guys... You want to know what That Ass Podcast was? James was a guest host on WWE Headlines this week. They are a fantastic relationship-based podcast. They are live on YouTube every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And they have a topic week by week. They do fan interactions. They got fan stuff to go over, like that, like called That Fan Ass. A lot of stuff, guys. It's a great podcast and a great podcast to interact with. So go follow them on Twitter at That Ass Podcast. Go follow James. Go follow Tiffany. They are the hosts of the show. And go make sure you subscribe to them on YouTube as well. They are a big fan of our podcast, and we are a big fan of their podcast. And it is Tiff in the chat. What is going on, Tiff? And again, like I said earlier, thoughts and prayers going out to your family and your grandma who's not doing too good. So we here at the podcast love you. Thoughts and prayers.
All the best, Tiff.
Yep. So yeah, that was my list moment.
Well,
Sorry, I can't think of anything else. I just missed No Way Jose because I love his theme and he was actually a good wrestler and he was actually starting to get over, but now they just kind of like cut that.
Can we could have given the list to the whole fucking show of Raw until the main event.
We could have. Or I could have given it to Raw not retaliating to SmackDown. So
that too. Or Kurt, can we just Kurt Angle? Who taught this guy how to pronounce names? Like, honest to God. He between WWE this week he's called Finn Balor in the past, okay? This week he called Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal. Oh, it's Jinder Mahal. Oh.
What did he say?
Nakamura.
Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura. Jinder Mahal.
Honest to God, where does this guy... Did this guy learn how to speak properly?
I don't even know.
God. But yeah, we could have given a list to about 10 different things this week.
Yeah, we could have.
But you know what? I couldn't give a list moment to NXT because there really wasn't anything I didn't like, which is, it's a nice change. It's good that NXT ends the week of basically tapings because it ends off on a good note. If NXT was like the first thing of the week, and then I had to end off with Raw or SmackDown, I'd be like, ugh, this is gross.
Just for Tiff, I have to say it because she loves how I say it and she must love how Kurt Angle says it. But can't forget the famous quote from Kurt Angle, Finn Balor.
Yep.
You're gonna go 1-on-1 tonight with Finn Balor. Finn Balor.
Baylor
Kurt
University, I sure is not.
Have you never heard anyone say Balor? Baylor. Nakamura. Mahal. What the fuck, man? I thought I was illiterate. No, Kurt Angle takes the cake. Nakamura. Oh, yeah, you know that Shinsuke Nakamura guy? Yeah, they told him to tone down his strong style. What the fuck is strong style? Oh, God. Let's get into the tweets. You know what? Let's get into the tweets. It's the end of the show. Gotta get into those tweets. We'll start off with Cupid Girl 125. That's Cgirl125 on Twitter. She puts, still couldn't watch NXT last night due to my network being an ass. Well, tell your network stop being an ass. But watching the highlights and I still enjoyed NXT. My questions are, what do you think they got planned for Bianca Belair and Taynara? Do you think Taynara will screw Nikki at NXT TakeOver? That's a possibility, too, because it looks like they're still keeping the heat between Taynara and Nikki Cross there. So I wonder what's going to go on there. As for Bianca Belair, it sucks. She's definitely impressing a lot of people, so I hope that she gets her shot soon.
She's really young, too, so she'll get there eventually. She's still growing. She'll get better.
Yeah. I just hope she doesn't fall into that Aaliyah space. Like, Aaliyah was young when they signed her last year when we went to NXT TakeOver Toronto, see her debut. And since then, they really haven't done anything with her. Maybe
I think Bianca Belair has a really good heel persona that they could really use.
Yeah. Her character is a little better than Aaliyah's, too. So, yeah, I see a lot of potential in Aaliyah. As for, I think Taynara is going to do something with Nikki Cross. I think that feud's not over with. We're definitely going to get some build in the next couple of weeks. Maybe during the tag team title match, if Nikki's at ringside, Taynara comes out and attacks her. Maybe they continue with something like that. I don't know. I think so. I think there's going to be some beef still between Taynara and Nikki Cross. Her next question. Also, do you see a potential heel turn for Ember Moon after her match against Sonya and Ruby, where Ember pinned Ruby and not Sonya? Okay, so she's saying because last week, instead of pinning Sonya, she threw Sonya out of the ring and pinned Ruby. She's asking, do you think this is a start of a heel turn by Ember? Maybe not yet, but it all depends on if Ember Moon is good on the mic as being a heel. Like if they work with her in the Performance Center. Sorry, I don't have a Kleenex near me and I can't blow my nose. Again, like I said, if they work with her in the Performance Center and she can cut a good heel promo and she's good at making up her lines on the spot and giving that good heel presence, then sure. If not, then she just stick to being a babyface. So I don't know. It was weird. I did find that they made her win that way by throwing Sonya out and pinning Ruby instead. So I don't know if the Ruby's going to bring that up or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
I don't know. I think Ember Moon is too good of a. I don't know. I think she's a good baby face. I don't really see a need to turn her heel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not yet. Not yet, at least.
No, absolutely not. She's a good character for the people who enjoy the faces to get behind. She's got a good look. She got the T-shirt. She got the character, the theme song. I don't know. I don't see her being a heel yet. Maybe eventually down the road when there's a really good baby. Because right now, I don't really see a very good unless they're gonna use Kairi Sane. As for the NXT people right now, they're not really a really big baby face.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of need her as a baby face right now.
Yeah. It's tough. It's really tough. I think I have to agree with you there. But I'd be sick if she can pull off being a heel really good. By all means, give it to me.
God.
Anyways, I don't know if we got a late tweet here before I read the last tweets. Let me just double check.
Nope. No, but I want to point out in the chat, Tiff said the way you say Finn Balor is hot.
Oh, the way I say. Should I do a Fandango voice? Finn Balor.
No, stop. Make me more uncomfortable than Velveteen Dream over here. Just move on with the tweets.
Anyways, yes. So to the final tweet. That's from our 2016 Fan of the Year, Michael Chow. That's right. It goes to Michael Chow, and he gets his own theme song right before his tweets. That's because he won our 2016 Fan of the Year. And guys, you want to win the 2017 Fan of the Year and get your own theme song, all you have to do is be part of the chat, follow us on Twitter, and tweet us and interact with us. Everyone then is eligible to be a contestant in the 2017 No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast Fan of the Year, which will be announced at our Slammies at the end of the year, which is almost a month and a half away, my friend.
Yeah,
Cappy.
it's getting there.
So, anyways, get into Michael Chow Suite, guys. Before we read Michael Chow Suites, as always, he has his own wrestling podcast, and if you like us, you will like. Oh, I almost knocked my mic down. You will like his. He is WWE MC TV on Spreaker. Go give him a follow on there. Go give him a follow on Twitter at Michael Chow TV. Great stuff, guys. If you like us, again, you'll like his, so give him a follow, and we have to give him that plug every week because he is amazing, guys. He does contests. He does everything. He interacts with the fans just like us. Go give him a follow, guys. What are you waiting for? Anyways, and he's got the fantastic Michael Chow creative mind. I wish we haven't seen booking like that since one of our old fans.
Yeah. Well, his booking was just insane. Michael Chow's actually makes sense.
Right? He put his tweets, what hashtag under siege, question mark, and a gif of like NXT doesn't need that. That's right. That women's battle royal was the best I've ever seen. You wouldn't see women going over the top rope in the Divas era. We need hashtag women's Royal Rumble. And he actually has a gif, or not a gif, a picture of a, I don't know if this is a custom picture of a Royal Rumble poster with all the women on it. So, and it's all the current women and what they look like right now with their titles and stuff. So, that's interesting. There's always been talk of the women's Royal Rumble, so I think it's going to happen. I think WWE's just waiting for it to, they're going to do it. So, yeah. It's funny how we just seen the best battle royal that we've seen in a while, and it came from the NXT women / Mayhem Classic women.
We get those battle royals on the main roster in the Divas era. They're awful.
Oh God,
They weren't even throwing them over the top.
Those were terrible.
They wouldn't even make them go over the top. They would make them go through the middle rope because they weren't athletic enough to go through the top rope. They didn't want to hurt them.
That was god awful. Unbelievable.
Can I just point out something? We're talking about the women. I saw a picture this week in that invasion. I don't know if anyone else saw, but Natty grabbed Zack Ryder's junk. I don't know what.
What?
There's a picture going around, as they're
seriously.
And Natty has her hands over Zack Ryder's crotch, and his hands are opен or something. It was just the
what? I gotta go and see this. I'm sorry. I gotta type this in.
Somebody got. I'm sure Michael Chow at some point tweeted it, but like they're literally a picture, and then someone's like, "So Natty is Tyson Kidd versus Zack Ryder confirmed?" Like,
Oh yeah, I see it.
yeah, like what is that?
What the hell? Wow, and Zack Ryder's face.
That's junk.
Oh my God, Zack Ryder versus Tyson Kidd confirmed.
I don't know why they just popped in my head while we were talking about this, but that's all I thought
That's
about.
funny. That's funny.
I can't even answer his question because I literally like blanked out for 30 seconds.
Mm.
But can you repeat his question?
Yeah, I gotta reopen it now because I had to go looking for that. It wasn't a question, it was like a statement, but then he goes on by saying, Bianca Belair is a beast. You see the strength on that woman? She was tossing them out left and right. Mrs. Montez Ford is the future of NXT. Yeah, not a lot of people know that she's married to Montez Ford. Not just
What
a
a
couple. Married.
The power couple.
Yeah, the power couple.
Both with a lot of potential in NXT. Maybe eventually they get together. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe she joins the Street Profits. I don't know.
I don't want her as a manager. I'd rather have her. Well, maybe for the time being until they decide to use her. So
yeah, she could be a good manager. She can whip people with her hair and help the Street Profits win some matches.
It'd be a good heel tactic, but they're a lot of hype. Like they're getting over. So I think the Street Profits are going to be babyface maybe in the beginning.
Absolutely. But yeah, she's definitely improving in the ring for sure. She's only been wrestling for like a year and a half.
Yeah. Michael Charles put Selena Vega's Hurricane Rana was great. Andrade and Selena are such a great pair. NXT knows how to build teams, unlike the welcoming committee. He's got the gif of the Family Guy bear shaking his head.
The welcoming committee.
Oh God, that was horrible.
You want a preview for the Slammies? There you go.
Worst team of the year. Welcoming committee.
It's worth something. I'm not gonna reveal what, but it's up there.
Anyways. Oh God, Cupid Girl in the chat. She's whipping some ass inside and outside the ring. Michael Chow's next tweet, or his last tweet, it's a question. Depending on who wins the title at NXT TakeOver, who should Drew's next opponent be, or who should Andrade's next opponent be?
Andrade's next opponent. Maybe Aleister Black.
Wow. That'd be crazy. If it was Andrade?
Yeah. Or
I think he means like if as a title, as a champion, if one of them, like if Andrade wins the title, should he be against? And if Drew retains, who should he go against? If Drew retains, I'd say Adam Cole, probably.
Yep.
If Andrade wins the title somehow, I could see an Aleister Black for the title. That'd be cool. Maybe even a
rematch with Gargano.
Rematch with Gargano. Or maybe even a rematch with Roderick Strong.
Yep. I don't know what Roddy's going to be doing next with this whole Undisputed Era feud thing.
Yeah, that's true. A rematch with Johnny would be sick because those guys put on like 2 really, really good matches in the last month and a half. So
and plus, I feel like their feud really isn't over yet because like Johnny Gargano hasn't been able to retaliate yet with the whole Selena Vega wearing the whole T-shirt, the DIY T-shirt. So I feel like there's unfinished business with those two.
Yeah, there is. But yeah, thank you for your tweets, everybody. So thank you, Cuba Girl, Michael Chow. Guys, if you want to tweet into the show and your responses to NXT or your thoughts or your questions, just tweet at us anytime. You know what? I'll take anything as long as you keep the No Holds Barred as long as you at us on Twitter. You can do it during the show. You can do it after the show because we don't know if we're going to go live after the show or the next day. So anytime you want to tweet your thoughts or questions about NXT, tweet us and then I'll take them for the show. Just give you a bigger window to send in your thoughts and questions. I know sometimes we don't give you guys a lot of time. So Michael Chow puts Roderick Strong and Candice LeRae versus Andre.
I just marked out. I said, yes, wow. Book it.
Wouldn't they do Johnny Gargano, though, just because it would make more sense?
That's what I'm thinking. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, because they're a couple, too. Versus Andrade and Zelina Vega.
Yes. Where's Matt Hardy, man? Where the hell is he? They're just gonna keep him off TV now because his brother's not there. Like, are they finalizing? Maybe they're like it's behind the scenes. They're finally finalizing anything to do with the Woken gimmick or Broken gimmick. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. That's sad. He's not being used. I think Michael Cho actually meant Johnny Gargano. Yeah, that's what he meant. He says. But yeah, book that. I'd love that.
Yeah, because I think really is she even actually employed to NXT yet?
I think she is. I'm just gonna type in her name on. See what Wikipedia tells us. It doesn't say she's signed.
So maybe this is a chance to get her signed because she's a great talent, man. I love Candice LeRae. When she comes down to the ring, I get happy because she's cute. I think she's got good ring skills.
Yep.
And I think she's a good baby face, obviously, because her freaking husband's Johnny Wrestling.
Even if she's not signed, we just need to see it. We need to see it. Oh yeah, Matt Hardy did get jumped on her. I forgot he was part of that. We need to see Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae team up against Vega and Almas. It has got to happen at least once. Like, we got to see it. So we'll see. I'm hoping so. But,
Cupid Girl said Matt Hardy faced Kurt Hawkins on Main Event. The fact that that's even a show still just blows my mind.
Yeah, I gotta give something to the fans before as they're finally in, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
other than that, I can't wait for NXT next week, man. It's gonna be another good show.
We got the tag team title match, which I assume won't end clean, but
we have the continuation of Black and Velveteen Dream. We got the continuation of the story between Roderick Strong and Undisputed Era, and also Drew McIntyre and Cien Almas. Just craziness, and hopefully more continuation with this Fatal 4-Way. This new Fatal 4-Way match has just been made after this week, so craziness. So can't wait for NXT next week, guys. So yeah, I think we can wrap up the show. You got anything you want to add?
Nope.
I'm working on more 2K stuff, guys. I want to get some more live stream out to you guys. I'm working on my universe mode and actually making the arenas and the pay-per-views and stuff. I got big plans. Whatever I said during the stream, just scrap them to the side because I just revamped it and have big plans for the universe mode. It's going to be awesome. And I still got to get some main event classic stuff taped. It's been a busy last couple of weeks. I didn't think it was going to be this busy when we got to this point. So stay tuned. I'll tweet out when I'm going to do some live streams, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, that is going to wrap it up for the Lowdown Show remix right here on No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast. We are the podcast that talks about NXT and the WWE and no holds barred to anything we say, pun intended. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at No Holds Barred WP. You can also follow myself at Real Kyle Masters, and you can also follow my co-host at Corporate Cappy as well on Twitter. You can also follow us on Instagram if you're into that sort of thing, at No Holds Barred WP, all one word. Make sure you go give us a follow on there. And if you want to listen to the show on the go, we are available to follow on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker itself. Spreaker is a fantastic app that is available for all Android and Apple devices. If you want to watch the podcast on YouTube and see my beautiful face, you can go to youtube.com/NHBWR and hit that subscribe button, that bell icon for all upload updates and other content that is to be featured on this channel. Other than that, I am your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters. Every week right here in the Lowdown Show remix, I am always joined by my co-host. He is the boss, the blissful boss, Mr. Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
Duh.
Duh. We are always reminding you to keep it on the Lowdown.
Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. Is that what you got?